Hey guys, I just wanted to come to you guys with a quick glamorous prom look. It's raining outside, so I was like, hey, why not film a tutorial? So yeah, this is the look that I'm gonna show you how to do. Eyes, I'm using MAC's Groundwork paint pot. If you're going for prom, I would not suggest, if you have oily lids and you're doing this for prom, I would not suggest that you just use this because it will crease if you have oily lids. So you might want to use a primer first, then use this, or it's completely up to you. So before I continue, I'm filling my brows already. So I'm going to highlight underneath my brows. I'm going to take this Sigma F70 concealer brush, and I'm going to take my Milani Deep Tan cover cream. NYX Jumbo Pencil in Pots and Pans. It's just a silver creamy pencil. I'm going to put that on the first 2/3 of my lid. And I'm going to take this Victoria's Secret silver shadow. It's called Sterling. It's just a really silver. I pat this all over where I put the pots and pans. Victoria's Secret black eyeliner, and just trace out the outer V. I'm going to take a pencil brush, any pencil brush you have, and I'm going to go in with a black. You can use any black you want. I'm using this black from this Victoria's Secret palette. So yeah, this black. And I'm just going to go right over that black. But I'm going to take my time because with black you can't fix it. Excuse me. Take whatever's left on the brush and you're going to feather it inwards. And if you feel like you have too much black, like I do, I'm going to go back with whatever's left on the brush we use for the silver and go back over it and blend the silver into the black. I'm going to take this Sonia Kashuk brush, which is just a brush, a dome-shaped brush that I made into a flat brush by just squeezing the ferrule and made it into a flat brush. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to take a little bit of brown, like a trace amount of brown, just this brown right here, any kind of deep brown. Dab it once, just like that. That's all you need, and you're going to just blend up lightly. Excuse me, my mom is calling. Hello? Filming a makeup tutorial. Yes. Yeah, so I'm gonna just blend it until I get the desired effect, and I'm happy with that. This black eyeliner from Victoria's Secret again, and I'm gonna run it underneath my eye. Angled brush from Sonia Kashuk, and I'm going to go back into this black from the palette and dip my brush in and run it right underneath the eye. Back into the Victoria's Secret silver color and swirl my brush in and put it right in the inner corner. Now for the fun part, the glitter. I'm taking this glitter. This is not cosmetic glitter. This is not glitter that is safe for the eyes, but I'm using it and I'm going to be careful. It's really finely milled, but it's not cosmetic. So I'm going to take some of this and pour it into a plastic into this onto this plastic case, and I'm gonna put some lash glue onto it. I'm using the Dew adhesive to put the glue onto my eyelid.
Look, lady, we can't help you get princess hair.
Just the pea size.
Because we only go when someone's in danger.
I just put the smallest amount, just the pea size. Now I'm gonna take this Eco Tools brush, flat shader brush, synthetic brush, and I'm gonna dip into the lash glue, just a little bit, and put it over top the silver. Now I'm gonna go back around the edges just to get the excess glitter off, and just so it blends nicely. I'm gonna go back in with this liner and line the top lash line.
They'll just think I'm in love with them. Oh, I can't do it. You're gonna have to spend the rest of your life in this witch's butt.
Some big, sexy, voluminous lashes because this is the glamour look. I'm using Red Cherry number 62s. Using the same duo lash adhesive. Now for foundation. For prom, you want to make sure your skin is moisturized, and you might want to add a skin primer. I'm not going to do that, but you can go ahead and do that extra step. You want to make sure that, especially if you have oily skin, that you use a very matte foundation. I found a cheap matte foundation from the drugstore, and it's the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse, and this one is in dark. This is what I'm going to use. You can use any foundation you would like. If you want some cheap alternatives, the Revlon Color Stay is really good for long lasting. I don't know how well this works for long lasting, but the Revlon Color Stay is really good for long lasting. So you might want to check that one out for prom especially. And that runs you about $8 to $10, which is not that bad. And they have a decent shade range. So check that out if you want to do your if you want to get that foundation for prom. Right now, for this purpose, I'm going to use this. And I'm just going to use a stippling brush. I want to bring it down past the jawline just to make sure everything is blending, so you don't look like you have a mask on. And you want to bring it back to your ears and to your hairline. Set the makeup. Even though it's matte, you're going to be sweating, so you want to set your makeup with the powder. I'm going to use this NYC all over bronzer in 724A. It's matte, so I'm going to use this. I would suggest you use a translucent powder with a powder puff just to make sure it's set, but for today's purposes, I'm going to use this and a Sigma F30. And I'm just going to buff this onto my skin. If you're using a foundation that doesn't dry matte, you don't want to skip this step because of you're going to be dancing and it's going to be sweat everywhere, so you want your makeup to last. If you feel like you're too powdered down, you can always take your same brush, spray with a little water or a little MAC Fix Plus, and just dab it onto your skin. Like, just pounce it on your skin, just to restore like the moisture that you would like. Always take this Sigma F40, and you're going to be taking a lot of pictures, so you do want to make sure your foundation is matte so it doesn't look like a cast, and you can add your own bronzer, highlighter, all that stuff later on with powder products or with, you know, cream products. I'm going to use the color, that reddish color, for a blush. You can also use lipstick as a blush. It's up to you. I'm going to use this. And I'm just going to dab it onto the part that has the color. And just smile. And you don't want to put it on the apples. You want to put it further back. So
Well, I'm sure not the guy who's going to suck.
take the same brush and take a highlighter. It's a Victoria's Secret bronzer, but I'm using as a highlighter. This is in Sun Goddess. So right on the eyes as well. It's gorgeous. Lastly is the lips. I think I'm gonna go nude. This is Sweet Nothing by Victoria's Secret. I'm gonna pair it with this lip gloss by e.l.f. This is, I don't know what color, malt shade. I don't think I'm gonna line my lips because I don't have a matching lip liner. But if you wanted to use this, you can use MAC Chestnut or MAC Cork, or you can go to the drugstore and see what cheap alternatives they have. So I'm gonna just put this on. I don't know how this is gonna look, so this is my first time testing it.
I'm glad he's back in the nightosphere. That was emotionally exhausting. I'm also exhausted emotionally. Or, wait, I mean physically.
So you definitely do, if you're my complexion or darker, you definitely need a dark lip liner. I'm gonna just put a little bit of this on top. This is the nude. Very pretty, very classy. So I'm gonna line our lips with NYX's Current lip liner. You can fill it in, but I'm not gonna do that just for time's sake. So this is the Wet n Wild 514A.
What cereal gives athletes the fuel they need? Frosted Flakes. Crunchy Flakes perfectly.
This is gorgeous.